Welcome back, students, to the last chapter of geography, that is chapter number 10, Human Occupation. The following images used in this video are taken from different internet websites. In the previous chapter, we looked at what is energy resources and the different types of energy resources. Well, students, in this chapter, we are going to look at the meaning of occupations and the different types of occupation, that is primary occupation, secondary occupation, tertiary occupation, and quaternary occupation. And finally, we look at different countries' production as per their occupation. Well, students, now let us do a quick activity and let's see if you can answer these questions. Firstly, what are the cows and buffaloes in picture A doing? Well, you know the animals, that is the cows and the buffaloes, are grazing in the pasture. Now what does pasture mean? Pasture basically means a land covered with grass and other low plants. What is being obtained in picture B? You can see that milk is being obtained in picture B. Now students, can you tell me what is happening at the milk collection center in picture C? Yes, milk is being filled for storage and sold at the milk collection center. And what about in picture D? What is being transported? Where could the tanker be going? Again, you know that milk is being transported to the milk processing center. The tanker is on the truck. Well, students, which products are seen in picture E? From what have these products been made of? Well, you can see there is curd, ghee, butter, cheese, and Shrikhand are the different products that you can see in picture E. And these products have been made from milk. Yes. What else is happening in picture E? We also can see that there is a person who's testing the quality of the prepared milk products. Then out of the products shown in picture F, which products do you see? So according to me, I use all of these products shown in picture F as milk products are high on nutrients and good for health. Now students, can you tell me what would be the main difference between milk and milk products? Yes, milk is a beverage obtained from nature directly from different animals, while milk products are obtained by processing milk into different products. Yes, students, you have understood this very well. Now tell me, do these products perish quickly like milk? Perish here means basically, does it get spoiled? No, they have a longer life unlike milk. Well, students, all of the pictures that we discussed before are related to the rearing of domestic animals, obtaining milk from them, selling milk, processing milk at milk processing centers, making ghee, butter, cheese, Shrikhand, paneer, milk powder, etc. from milk, and then selling them in the market, etc. We also know this work is carried out at different levels. Man undertakes all these activities to satisfy his own needs. And then we can classify these activities on the basis of their nature and the products that they yield. or the products that they give us. Well, students, now let's have a quick discussion. Let's look at the pictures again and answer these following questions. As you all know that milk is obtained from cows, water buffaloes, goats or sheep. Now can you tell me from the given pictures which of these activities is undertaken to obtain a product from nature? Yes, obtaining milk from the cow is the activity undertaken to obtain a product from nature. Which product is obtained through it? Yes, students, milk is the product that is obtained through it. How long does this product last? If refrigerated, it will last for about 5 days to 1 week. Now this product, what we are talking about is milk. In which picture is the product obtained from nature being collected? In picture C, the product obtained from nature is being collected. Now which service did the milk producer get through this activity? Transport and unloading of milk is a tertiary service, is the service which the milk producer received. Now where is the milk being taken? What happens to the milk thereafter? Milk is being taken to the milk processing center for processing milk to make milk products. And what milk products are seen in the picture? We see that there is ghee, butter, cheese, Shrikhand are the products that are seen in the picture. Who inspects these products to test the quality of these products? Well, a food inspector, a person with special skills and expertise, inspects these products. What does the shopkeeper do with these products? The shopkeeper sells these products to the consumers. Now students, the last question is which of these products are perishable and which are non-perishable? Well, we know that one cannot store milk for a long period of time because if the temperature shifts from a particular degree, it can cause the growth of bacteria in the milk, producing lactic acid, which leads to the spoilage of the milk. But about the products, all the products, even after proper storage, will deteriorate and perish over a period of time, but not as quickly like the milk. Now students, let's discuss the very first type of occupation, that is the primary occupation. Man carries out many activities to fulfill his needs. We have many occupations, industries, trades, etc. Some of these activities are directly dependent on nature. It means that the products obtained in these activities are obtained directly from nature. Cows and buffaloes are animals, and these animals are domesticated by man. As you can see in picture A, we get milk from them. Therefore, this occupation is directly dependent on nature. Such occupations which are dependent on nature are called primary occupations. Example, animal husbandry, fishing, etc. The second type of occupation we are going to talk about is the secondary occupations. Some products obtained in primary occupations are used directly while others are used after making some changes in them. Now see picture E. In this picture, the milk is being processed after bringing it to the dairy. That is, the product obtained from nature is processed and made into different products. These products are more durable, which means it can last for a longer period of time. Their quality is enhanced too, and therefore their price is also higher. For example, Shrikhand, butter, cheese, and milk powder are processed from milk. This processing is an industrial activity. Industries are based on raw materials. More durable goods are produced in an industry. The raw material supplied to the industries is often obtained from nature, that is, from primary occupations. Occupations dependent on primary occupations are known as secondary occupations. The third type of occupation now we are going to talk about is tertiary occupation. Well, students, now let us understand what is tertiary occupation. Now look at the pictures C, D and F. You will see milk collection and sale of milk, transport of milk and sale of milk products respectively. All these activities are related to the products of primary and secondary occupations. Many a times these occupations provide complementary services to the other two occupations. Such occupations are called tertiary occupations. These occupations are complementary to all other occupations. These occupations are also called as service occupations. Let us look at some examples of what these complementary services are. These include transport of goods, loading and unloading of goods, and sale of goods, etc. The last type of occupation we are going to talk about is quaternary occupation. As you can see in picture E, you can see a person testing the milk products. This person is testing the quality of the products. To do this work, the person must have some special skills. This is also a type of service, but this service is not an ordinary one. It requires special expertise or special knowledge, and therefore such services are called quaternary occupations. Not all the services are directly related to primary or secondary occupations. For example, those services given by a driver, knife grinder, policeman, the postal service, etc. Some more examples of quaternary occupations can be, if you can answer these questions. Who examines us when we fall ill? Yes, the doctor examines us when we fall ill. Who checks our examination papers? The teacher checks our examination paper. Who prepares the designs of your buildings, children? Yes, the architect prepares the designs of the buildings? And lastly, who produces machines and looks after their maintenance and repairs? There is an answer to that as well. An engineer produces or helps in the making of machines and looks after their maintenance and repairs. Now students, let's have a quick activity that is known as think and discuss. Let's see if you can answer these questions based on the points given below. What effect does nature have on our occupations? Think a little, give a thought to the following issues. There have been no rain at all, that is drought. A storm strikes. There was an earthquake. Untimely rains. Good rains. Excessive rains and floods. All of a sudden, a volcano erupts or a tsunami hits. Well, primary occupations like agriculture can be totally disrupted if there are no rains or if there are excessive rains, while good rains will usher with good agricultural output. When we receive good agricultural yield, it will have a positive input on all secondary occupations which rely on agriculture. It will bring about all-round growth in both agricultural and industrial sector. Natural calamities like storms, earthquake, volcanoes and tsunami can have adverse impact on various occupations. It can bring all the primary, secondary, tertiary and even quaternary occupations to a standstill. Occupations related to production, storage, distribution, etc. will be greatly affected as rescue and rehabilitation of the people and reconstruction of the damage caused will become a priority. Different occupations are practiced in different countries of the world. Through these occupations, economic transactions occur within a country and between various countries. Now let us discuss what is an economic transaction. Well students, economic transactions refer to those transactions which involve transfer of ownership of goods, services, money, etc. Now they are categorized into two parts, that is visible items and invisible items. All the visible items that are included in economic transactions are the physical goods which are exported and imported, and the invisible items are basically the services rendered or given like banking, insurance, shipping, etc. Then we also know that these transactions decide the country's production of various goods and their annual income. This in turn is used to decide the extent of the country's development. For example, we know that USA is a developed country, whereas India is a developing country. Well students, now let us discuss the economic transactions or the countries engaged in different occupations through these pie charts that are given below. This figure is taken from your textbook on page number 64, figure 10.3, that speaks about percentage of manpower engaged in various occupations in some countries. These pie charts show the percentage of manpower engaged in various occupations in the countries of Bangladesh, United Arab Emirates, that is UAE, and Turkey. Each pie chart shows the percentage of primary to tertiary occupations. Well, students, now let us answer the following questions on the basis of these pie charts. The first question is, which country has more manpower engaged in primary occupation? You have answered it very well. Yes, Bangladesh is the country that has more manpower engaged in primary occupations. The next question is, which country has more manpower engaged in secondary occupations? Well, as you can see, in Turkey has more manpower engaged in the secondary occupation. Which country has more manpower engaged in tertiary occupation? As you can see in the pies, that it is the United Arab Emirates, that is UAE, has more manpower engaged in tertiary occupations. Then students, which country has almost equal manpower engaged in all the occupations? Again, we know that it is Turkey that has almost equal manpower engaged in all the occupations. Countries which have more manpower engaged in tertiary activities are considered to be developed countries, while countries which have more manpower engaged in primary activities are considered to be developing countries. Well, students, now let us have a quick revision on all the things we learned in today's video. We looked at the different types of human occupations. Human occupations that are carried out at different levels with respect to production of milk and milk products and its distribution is due to rearing of domestic animals, obtaining milk from farm animals, processing milk, making milk products, selling them in the market. We also know that man undertakes all activities for the satisfaction of his needs. Man's activities are classified on the nature of the activity and also the product that these activity yields. Activities which are directly dependent on nature and whose products are obtained directly from nature is known as primary occupation. Examples of primary occupations are farming, animal husbandry, fishing, etc. Products that are obtained from processed milk are shrikhand, butter, cheese, milk powder, etc. Occupations dependent on primary occupations are known as secondary occupations. Examples of secondary occupations are production of durable goods, milk processing, etc. Occupations which provide complementary services to the primary and secondary occupations are known as tertiary occupations or service occupations. Examples of tertiary occupations are transport of goods, loading and unloading of goods, sale of goods. Services which require special expertise is known as quaternary occupations. Example of quaternary occupations are quality testing of products, inspection and maintenance of machinery in the factory, the transaction which decides the country's production of various goods and their annual income and extent of country's development, is known as the economic transactions within a country and between various countries. Thank you, students, and hope you enjoyed this video.